Now what I want to talk about is bar chords, B-A-R-R-E. A bar chord simply means that you take your finger and you bar the entire fretboard, or the entire fret, and then you add notes to that bar. Okay, if I just barred all the strings on the 3rd fret, it would sound like this. Now if I add, let's say, the 5th and the octave to it, then I have a simple G minor bar chord. I can make that major by simply going to the 3rd. Let's play our G minor scale and see if we can find the 3rd. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, let's go to the G major scale and find the 3rd. 1, 2, 3. Then lower it a half step. Now there's our G minor scale. Okay, I played G harmonic minor. So where's the 3rd? Well, it's right here, right? Where is it in the octave? Where the same as right here, right? So this is going to be my 3rd. If I want to make it minor, I just lower it a half step. And now I can play a G minor bar chord. Do you see how I went from G major to G minor very easily? Remember, the bar chord starts out. Fret the entire bar, let's say on the 3rd fret for this example. And you can do this as I'm talking. So bar everything on the 3rd fret. Now, what I want to do is build the chord on G. So I'm going to need the 5th and the octave. So count up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my 5th. 6. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I definitely want the 5th and the octave, which is the 8th. Now remember, I barred everything else. Now, if I want to make it major, I just add the 3rd. If I want to make it minor, I just lower the 3rd. Okay? And I can move this bar anywhere on the fretboard. So if I move it from G down to G flat, I have a G flat bar chord there. If I move it down one more, I have an F. I can move it up to A and have an A major bar chord. I can lower the 3rd and have an A minor bar chord. Okay, I can do the same thing on any place on the entire fretboard, a simple bar chord. And I can make it major, I can make it minor. I can also add different intervals. We've already talked about intervals. So let's say that I wanted to make a major bar chord. Sounds a lot like this, remember? It's the same chord. Okay? But if I want to let's say, make it a A7 chord or an A dominant 7th, I need the flat 7. So there's no 7th in this. Where's my 7? Let's count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be a major 7, and a dominant 7th has a flat 7, so I need to lower it a half step. Okay, there's my 7. So I know it has to have that note. So I'm going to play my A major bar chord again, and then add this note. So I need to actually raise this up. So there's my A dominant 7th. If I want to make it major, all I got to do is have my major 7th in there. And you can build any number of chords. If you see sus4, that means a suspended 4th, just add the 4th to it. If you see an A major 7, that means an A major chord with a major 7th. So, and you know how to add the intervals now. If you see it with a major 9th, that means that you're going to count up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you know that that chord's going to have the 9th in it at some point. Also, if you see an 11th or a 13th, all you have to do is just play up that scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11. Okay, so there's my 11th. If I wanted to add the 13th, I would just play up to the 13th. Make sure that it always has the root and then the extra intervals. So anytime you look at a chord chart, if you see minor ninth, major ninth, something has a 13th or a suspended 4th or a suspended 6th, all you have to do is start with the scale, play that scale, and then and count as you go along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's my 7th in the key of A. I know that if I have an A major 7th chord, I'm going to need that note in there. And I'm going to this note right here, and I'm going to have this interval of a major 7th. It's going to sound like this. And that A major 7th will be used a lot in jazz. So that's basically how bar chords work, and you can have them anywhere on the fretboard. You can add any intervals you want to with them. You can even make up your own. There's certainly no problem with that, and you can read them off your chord chart.